All right, so again, remember you're at embryonic level, okay? Yes. So I'm more interested in the lines that you would need to use for application level, okay? So I'm coming around. This one, you can't have that line. The line that my Joe's moving that makes his Joe move like that, embryonic, that will not suffice when I'm trying to hit his Joe mid-strike when it's flying at me, okay? So the line that I want is this vertical line right there, okay? Down it goes. That line also gives him, I shouldn't be touching your hand. If I touch his hand, I'm gonna break his hand, right? So he's got to counter that, okay? Boom, boom. Good, but there was tension there. And so that would go into your Joe. You have to yin. Still right there. I'll give you a little more energy. You'll know what I'm talking about. Okay, you see? Switch roles. Okay, so I'll go slow and I'll give it to you. He's coming around and it's right here, okay? So again, your center has to, when the pressure that I'm feeling on him, I have to yield to it and it can't just be in my hands, okay? I'm sorry, switch roles. And you keep moving to the left of me. Okay? So when you see my angle now, boom, the angle's over here, not over here. Your angles are getting over there because that little bit of pressure is still on your Joe and it's making it move that way. But I'm not trying to pick it up. Do you see? Yielding to it. Boom. So there's like nothing, okay? There's nothing there. You do your attack from the ski. You're out of range. I move behind my weapon, okay? Okay? Try it again. You're out of range. Oh, pressure. Did you feel it, Virginia? So don't yield to it. You're not yin at that point, okay? They have pinned your feet even at that speed. And don't try to defend with Hadai. Move behind your Joe. Sean. Leave your Joe where it is and move. So you tried to do an angle of deflection and it slowed you down. Come on, Virginia, let's go. What's making you pause there? It's a tosh ski. Nope, not on the tosh. And same thing, let's a tosh ski. I think what's happening is your mind is getting caught in that void. You're losing consciousness. Okay, then there's like, you have the 36 Joe. And remember, it is Harai, but it's not from the 36 Joe. Okay, so we'll switch, we'll do both sides, okay. Well, so even though I'm not going fast, you can see that it's constant. Do you get that? I'm not asking you to go fast, I'm just get rid of the freaking pauses. That part. And the reason being, I'll go slower. The reason being, so you coming over the top, I still have that connection. Do you? So you rewind the Joe, and I'm right here again. Boom. Okay. So you want to break contact, not you want to pull your weapon out of the fight. You want to pull it off of the adhesion. Okay. So I'll just be smooth. There was pressure there. Nope. See, I'm right there already. Do you see? So you're gonna miss. Do you understand? Hey, do you know what you're doing? Switch roles, I'll do it. You're going here. You want to go here. Do you see? There's nothing for you to stick to, okay? Calm down. Boom, 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 off. Got it? Not here. Boom, off, boom. Good. Again, calm. Nope. Present, stop. Present. Again. Nope. There you go. Okay, try it again. Do it in Atosh, try it again. Your center has to drop in the Atosh, because your center is in the Atosh. It's not just hands. Switch roles. Nope, did it again. And again, if you were defending yourself like you're supposed to, Sean, you would have done what I did. Instead of you're just letting her do her form. Yeah, take it. So he defended himself in air quotes, do you see? But it was a bad defense. You didn't do the adhesion. You just did what you were supposed to do. But she came off of it, and so you have to move off the line. That's exactly what you wanted. His Joe's now pointed sideways to the fight, and you have ski on the center line. You should have just skied. But you too are stuck in the form. Oh, something's a little different. Well, because he did something different. He didn't move off the line of attack. Boom, hit you. So remember that time I hit you? Okay, so try to keep it alive. No, don't let it die as a form, okay? And it doesn't have anything to do with speed. You're doing it again. You can't turn it over. You just pull it out. Pull it out, yes. Good. And again, calm down. Your stress is speeding you up. You're losing consciousness. Good. Keep bringing more presence into it. Nope. You want to get unstuck. You're prioritizing getting unstuck. You're not. And that last rep, you did it again, okay? And you're only doing it because you're not present, because you're in the form, because no one's trying to kill you, because you're training in form and not in fighting, okay? So calm down so that you're conscious enough that you don't resort to your old patterns, okay? One more. Okay. We'll go on. Okay, you see that he's circling. Also, I'm being flanked. So I have to move my cavalry around so he doesn't get to my flank, okay? He goes, and if you just stay with him and you're fighting him, it'll make sense. Okay, do you see that? If you do my turn, your turn, you didn't move with him, you're going to get flanked, okay? So you just move with him. You'll do it progression. Boom, 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 pop. So I don't want the strike now. I just want the movement. Okay, 80 mi tenkan. Right. With him, that's what we're looking for. It's not after him, it's with him. And out Tenkan, till you're out of range. Try it again. You drop your center on a tush. We don't just use our hands. You have to feel it in your tanden. Don't point it down. Try it again. That's still hands. Good. Move smoothly. Body moves smoothly, and the mind moves smoothly. You're jumping, you're hopping around all over the place as your mind's going on and off. Move smoothly. We're not racing. Smooth. Use your legs. Ground each step. One more. That you're after him. Your target's gone. It's like when I teach the recruits, like after you check your corner and it's nobody's in there, stop staring at the corner. Do you get it? So your corner's been cleared, meaning he's moved. Stay engaged with him, not engaged with where he was. Okay? Yeah, we're still doing it. And maybe scoot a little bit back so you stay in frame. Keep moving. There you go. That's much better. And then don't hop. Come this way, Virginia. Okay. Okay, so how far do you tenkan? Like, what's determining what determines when my adimi tenkan happens? Let's do that first.
When they move.
When they move, okay, but where do I adimi tenkan? What determines that?
I would say you keep going until they stop. You're going up the circle as they go.
Where, not when do I stop it? Where?
When you're outside of the arc of the...
Okay, so I got to be outside of his angle of attack, okay? And then there's one more determinant. That's giving me my minimum radius. What's my maximum radius set by?
Where I can hit him.
Where you can hit him. You guys got that? Okay, so right now you got like a foot of angle deviation on there when we don't need that. If I do that foot, I'm probably outside of the maximum radius where I can continue the attack, okay? There's nothing wrong with doing that. I mean, you could, right, you could just ditch, you see? because I tried to keep my violence of action going and penetrate, but the guy flanked me and got to the back. Whew, I'm going to go to a different battlefield. Okay, that's a viable thing. But we have a set, and the set has a strike. So that's my maximum radius on my Nimi Tenkan. My minimum radius is the end of his Joe, okay? So you have to kind of monitor somewhere between all of that where I'm not this far. Okay, you got it? Okay. You don't have to do this, and we'll see why, but you can't be just ditching everything. Okay? Good. Understand? Okay. So don't just EDB Tenkan anywhere. You have a minimum and a maximum radius. Okay, try it again. And then watch how far your ski on Makia Toshi is going. You're taking your power hand forward of your line of gravity. There, you did it again. Do you know what I mean? No, on the ski. So you're doing the ski, and you're coming in, and you're going like that. Okay, it's back here. Okay. Again, if you were fighting and you wanted to skewer the fuck out of him, you wouldn't do a pull cue shot. Okay? It's not about speed, it's about presence, intention, spirit. You were late, Sean. Switch roles. Good. One more. Okay. All right. So we know there's a minimum and a maximum radius. And if you're going to error, I would say error on the side of the minimum. Like you're too close, okay? Because of the tactic we're going to use. The tactic we're going to use is a stop hit on the Joe, okay? This is different from what we've done on all the other stuff where I'm attacking your hands. This one I can't attack your hands because your strike is coming from the flank and it's already heading towards me. If I hit your hand, the weapon's going to keep coming. So I have to stop the weapon from coming, okay? All right, so we'll go slow again so you can see. I pull it through and I hit. Go ahead. Boom. So if I hit his hands, that weapon keeps coming. It just lowers. Do you got it? So you have to hit boom, down on the weapon, okay? Near the hands, but because that's already in range before the distal end is, but I'm not hitting the hands, okay? So again, boom, okay? Here, and then we won't counter it. I'll withdraw the weapon off the adhesion, and then the ski to the throat goes right there. Oh, you have this weird thing where you're coming around, so I'll show you what I mean. Right. That part. You're, go ahead again. Where's your power?
In the backhand.
It's in the quad.
Hey.
And the quad's going this way. So your Joe goes that way.
Hey.
It's not going to go one more and come back that way.
Hey.
Okay? So if you pay attention, go again. Okay? And just rewind a little the film. And then keep going into where you were fully turning that thing around, coming back around the other way. And this is Ezekiel. Okay? So that's where the weapon is disarmed. Okay? So don't Nikyo yourself because you're going to lose the weapon. So you don't want to come like that and be on the other side. You want to, boom, I'm right here. Not over here like that, okay? All right, continuing. Careful. Boom, 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 through, boom. Withdraw, ski. We'll do the other side. Stay still. Stay still. Here. So you can see how much penetration you have on the ski. Stay still. Okay. Try it. Stay still, Virginia. Good. 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 So she has the right ukemi. You were taking it all in your shoulders when you were my uke, but she's gonna want to keep the cross as much as possible, the adhesion. So she's gonna lower her center. Do you get it? And not let her Joe be hit and pull her shoulders down and check her center out. Okay. So let's try it again. One more so you can watch what she's doing. Okay, and this is why it's a throat strike. Do you guys see? So if you just stand straight up, it would have been a normal ski. Okay, but you wouldn't have been there. You would have been toast because your shoulders get checked out. Switch roles. Good. And don't push that power hand away from your body. Leave it near your body. Okay, so on these reps, I want you to watch my, think of my tanden as like maybe that big, okay? And I want you to watch how much it's moving through the planes, the 3 planes, okay? And if you can, and even how much it's turning, okay? Got it? But you can definitely, let's say it's this big. You can see it went through the sagittal plane. Do you see that? It went through the sagittal plane, the horizontal plane, right? It went through all 3 planes, okay? And that it's not just doing that, okay? So, do you see? Where you go? We gotta go really slow so you can see what I'm doing. Dropping, moving back, turning, boom, dropping, moving back, boom, moving forward and in, moving around, boom, over the top, and ski. What would be different? You guys see that? Okay, so that's what I mean when I say it's all in your hands. We don't want it in our hands. We don't want it in our shoulders, whether we're taking ukemi or whether we're attacking, okay? I'll try it again. Good. When you're tracking her, Sean, turn your eyes on her. Okay? Don't look out of the side of your eyes. You're a predator. You look straight at her. Your nose points at her, even if your body's behind. Yes, there you go. We got to withdraw the jaw because she's going to have that adhesion at the bottom. It's the same logic we've been using the whole time. Okay? That's why she's going down, because she's going to try to keep the adhesion, and her keeping that adhesion is why the next move makes sense. I have to withdraw the jaw. Okay? On your Ushido Tenkan, when you're coming around, you're over here, and this leg's over there. Boom, straight. Okay? Nope, did it again. You got to shift all your weight onto that leg so that that foot is not being used to keep your balance. Better, yes, much cleaner. Okay. Switch rolls. Keep this center moving. Good. Again. Good. All right, we'll stop there.